I'm Susan Abbott and I am the Education Lead at Energy Heroes. Our team is really looking forward to coming into your school. This recording is of one of our online teacher training sessions. Our main programme sits within it delivers Year 5 maths objectives, but also uses science using and applying objectives as well. So the main programme is a maths programme. We obviously want to help pupils with their data handling skills and their maths skills, and we hope to be able to reach the wider community as well. So we work through lots of different ways, home challenges, and possibly helping you support you with community events. So you should have received from us a questionnaire for Year 5 pupils to complete before the visit. That needs to be done before we come in. The pupils are allowed help with reading of the questionnaire, but not help with the answers, please. And then at the end of the programme, when you've done the other maths lessons or some of the other maths lessons, we then ask you to complete an online survey where the children repeat that questionnaire, but this time it's done as a whole class activity. So it only takes you sort of 4 to 5 minutes, whereas initially this is a paper copy that you print out before we come in, and each pupil does that independently. The structure of the Energy Heroes programme is in 4 stages. On your marks, get set and go, and then there's Energy Extra. So I'll just explain what those 4 stages are. The On Your Marks is the teacher training session, which we're doing now, which in the olden days used to be in person, but we tend to always do that online now since COVID. The Get Set is the day of our first visit, where we will do an assembly, preferably to the whole school. Sometimes it's to Key Stage 2, depending on the size of your school. But in that assembly, we introduce the idea of energy use linked with climate change. We clarify the difference between climate change and weather, talk about the weather changes they might have seen recently around them, and we talk about different greenhouse gases, and we do a demonstration of how climate change is being affected by these greenhouse gases. Then we do the first lesson of the 6 maths lessons, which we usually do with Year 5 because it's based on the Year 5 maths objectives, as I said. And that lesson looks at UK energy use through pie charts, and we get the children to unpick that data and discuss. We have lots of different activities within the session. So some of it is paired talk, some of it is group work, some of it is sort of just them working in pairs to work out things to do with pie charts, like estimating and that sort of thing. So it's an enjoyable lesson, and a lot of the feedback we get is how much the children have enjoyed the context-rich nature of that process. The other part of that first visit is that we do an energy audit. So 4 of the Year 5 children will be taken out, given a lovely orange t-shirt to wear, and they go around and do an audit of the school, looking at or discussing first of all where electricity and energy is used in their building and where that could be wasted. So they're then looking at ideas for what action points could we implement to save energy in our school.
I care about saving energy because it helps the climate and the planet, so we are not destroying the air and creating pollution.
After that first visit, there are 5 more maths lessons for you to continue with if you wish. So each lesson has a home challenge, which is really, really important, because each home challenge then feeds into the next lesson. So if you decide to do some of these or all of them, you need to think about how that's going to fit in. Now, obviously, we know that your maths and medium term plan is already set out, and you might not have a lot of space in your timetable, so it's perfectly fine if you need to do these lessons in topic time or find another part of the curriculum that they can be done in, because they are context rich, as I said. Then this slide just shows you what the logbook looks like. So if each pupil gets one, the first page there, the left side of that slide, is for them to read with somebody at home, because it explains how to read the meter. And then the other pages in the book are for them to fill in a log of how much energy they're using at home. This slide shows you some pages from a booklet that every child in school will get, or every household. So if you've got the numbers of how many households, i.e. how many older siblings you have, it's very useful for you to let us know that before we come in, and then we can make sure we're not wasting resources, and we should just deliver one for each older sibling in school. If we don't get those figures, we'll just bring one for every child in school, so they'll still all get one. Now, the Energy Extra, this is the 4th stage of the Energy Heroes programme, is a second visit. So every school gets a free second visit from us. And there are 3 main choices here. You can either choose to have a deeper energy audit involving more school staff and possibly looking into how community energy groups can support that as well. So on the day of the visit we do an audit with the children, you might want us to come back and talk to the site manager, the business manager and the head teacher, and maybe a member of the governors as a group to work out, well, the children have suggested we do this, we want to do this as well. How can we make sure this happens? What barriers are there to us saving this energy in our school? And we can help you with that. Or you might want us to come in instead and do a workshop with a small group of pupils, which is usually either to set up an eco team if you haven't got one, or to work with the existing eco team. And in either case, we would look at action planning with the pupils so that we can take those ideas from the audit and think, right, what are we already really good at in this school? What do we think we're quite good at but we want to do it more of, or what we're not doing yet and we really want to get our teeth into? So that's really working with the pupils to see how they can save energy in school, and also who they might need to go to help, to get support with that. Or the third option is an additional lesson taught by one of our teams. So it could be that we come in and teach one of the other maths lessons for you, or it might be that you've decided you're going to do a lovely special curriculum day later on in the year. You might link in with World Environment Day on the 5th of June, or you might want to link to, I don't know, Girls and Women in Science Day or National Oceans Day, or whatever it is. You might say, well, we're going to have a science week, or we're going to have a maths week, or something like that, and we could come in then and maybe do one of those art lessons or an English debate session with a group and help make that special for them. This slide just shows you a community event that we supported with one school, where we got parents in, the children shared the Energy Heroes work they've been doing, and we got them to write pledges to help save the environment. So there's lots we can do. We can support you in whatever direction you want to take this. This slide just shows you some of the resources that we bring in that you get. So you get the 4 t-shirts to keep for anybody in year 5 to wear whenever they're doing a special Energy Heroes job. They're given a free pencil. There are stickers, fridge magnets, thermometers, pencils, all sorts of stuff. And the logbooks on there as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you still have any further questions, please do email us.